The first thing I wanted to follow up on was something that got asked of Rich coming out of the game at Chicago, and that's the way that Natu has played over the first 180 minutes. I wanted to get your thoughts on what the expectation was for her, how quickly you thought she'd assimilate, and what do you think some of the strengths that she's exhibited so far over her first two NWSL games?
Yeah, good afternoon, all. Thanks for joining us, Richard. Thanks for the first question. Natu has brought great, obviously, versatility. We knew about that. We knew she was going to be effective on the ball with decision-making and range of passing. We felt she could be a very effective defender technically in her defending, but also the demands of the NWSL and the types of strikers that you face on every single team. We felt that she would have the physical qualities, the mentality, the tenacity to be able to manage all of that. So we spent a lot of time of seeing her at fullback throughout pre-season. She shifted into centre-back. She's ready to obviously play everywhere and anywhere. And what we've seen in the last two games is her slide into centre-back at short notice on the right side. It was great to see her get those minutes under the belt. And what's my quick take now? She's doing a very good job. And we've seen 2 out of 10 of what she's going to produce. I think she is adjusting quicker and faster, and she's going to be a much better player than we all believe she could be, which is scary because we had real high hopes for her.
All right, next we have Paul Danzer.
Hey Mark, I just want to get an update on Sync and just talk about reintegrating the national team players who are away this week. Will they all be in the lineup, or how is that process? How are you approaching that process, given the way the teams played the first 2 weeks without them?
Paul, trying to get the lineup out of me 26, 27 hours before kickoff. Just slip that in there. Sync's great. She's healthy. She's ready to go. She'll be playing in this game without a doubt. Everyone's in a great spot. Everyone's returned well, transitioned well. Listen, I wish I could say that me or staff did something magical to help the transition. I think players have been exceptional. I think they invested a lot in each other and this team during pre-season. A lot of extended conversations. We covered a lot of different range of topics to make sure we build our culture, we invest in our culture for moments like this where we have a quick turnaround and a lot of players got to be integrated to understanding what Thorns is about again after having an international break. And I think everyone's done a great job of respecting each other, supporting and helping each other. It's been a fun week.
All right, we're going to go to Adam Luna of Area Sports Network.
Coach, having won your first 2 games and knowing that Reigns come from a tie at home from the home opener, what do you expect on the second game home, against your Cascadia rival?
Yeah, I think our results, who we're playing, where we're playing, I think we all care less about those things than we ever have. I think we feel really good about what the points and the results have looked like, but we all know we need to be better, and we can be better. I actually feel very, very similar to the Challenge Cup, where I could see last year, I could see a togetherness and appreciation for what we're trying to do. However, the goals or the results weren't there. I feel similar where we actually have the results and the goals so far, but we're still not firing on all cylinders. We have a lot of room to keep moving forward and grow. But the fact that we're already at the point we're at is really exciting, and it's credit to the focus and the attention that the whole group has been doing. So yeah, it's going to be a fun game, exciting game against a great opponent that we respect, and it's going to be have a lot of adrenaline and passion. And I think we're absolutely pumped for that opportunity. But we care less about that stuff more than ever. It's about us improving. We got to keep improving. Got to keep growing every day.
All right, next we have Grant Little from Stumptown Footy.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for taking the time. I was wondering if you had a chance to see the USA-France game and what you made of Sophia Smith's cameo and what fans can kind of expect from her this year, because we didn't get to see too much last season.
Yeah, I think it's been important for her to have the year she had last year and finish the full series the way she did. Right? Struggled with injury, but spent so much time with us, in and around us, with the players, with the staff, with in this city, and understanding all the stuff around soccer and how that works. Now she's ready to go. yeah, it's a tough spot when you are in and out of a team. Like when she came on against France, didn't play in the first game. It's tougher in that spot to get rhythm. And I really respect that she's been able to stay focused, been able to keep growing. We're excited to have her back in this group. What do you expect from Sophie Smith? I think she has all the weapons to be able to hurt people in multiple ways, but she's got a brain. She's a good decision maker. And she has this mindset where it's all about attacking the opponent, attacking the goal, creating, scoring goals with purpose. We know that we have lacked that in previous years, and we made sure we had that with Tyler Lucy, with Marissa Everett, with Weaver, with Simone. We've got lots of great options that be able to give us this attitude to attack the opponent and attack the opponent's box.
Coach, I know this early in the season, it's always a balance between the process you want to undertake and the results, but over the next 2.5 days, the team could secure a place in the Challenge Cup finals. What is your attitude going into tomorrow's night's game, knowing that there is something on the line, being able to secure that place in the May 8th game?
I'm bloody excited that we have that opportunity in our home stadium. I really am. And when you catch me away from the stadium and I'm sitting there with my wife and my daughter, we're enjoying that that's an opportunity we have. When I'm inside the stadium, nothing changes. If we focus and look at other things that aren't about how we can improve our meeting, our training, our review, our analysis, our tactical training, our performance, our games, whatever it is, restart, set pick, if we're not focused on the details, if we're not focused on the process, then we're in trouble. So we have to stay focused. That's great. I love that. But it's all about improving. We're happy with the start, but we're not content. We can be so much better. We need to be so much better. What are the key things, the core things that allow us to improve our performance as a group, as a team? Our style of play is something we're really passionate about, and making sure that we continue to grow there and impose that on the opponent, whoever it is, whatever day of the week it is. Because at the end of the day, this is so important right now. Every day is so important. But the big picture is we've got a long season. We've got a lot of goals to chase. And we haven't got a chance. And if we're not growing and improving, that has to remain the focus.
All right, we have time for 2 more. So we're going to go to Grant Little.
Sorry, I forgot to lower my hand.
No worries. All right, last call for questions. And Melina's question is here in the chat. It asked if Rocky Rodriguez is going to be available for tomorrow's match after she had to be subbed out after 45 minutes of playing against Chicago, and how she's doing this week injury-wise.
Yeah, we had a tough situation there in Chicago. 5 players international, Simone suspended. We actually had 3 players on the field 3 players in the roster with Ange, Rocky, and Menges that were on managed minutes, limited minutes. Tomorrow, I expect Rocky to have limited minutes again, as in she'll have a certain amount. She won't be able to do 90. She's got this tiny small issue that if this was a different stage of the season, she would be playing every minute. But we got to keep thinking big picture. We got to be smart here. So tough in Chicago. That's why lonely place in a suite watching that game. I was full of pride watching this group come together, because there was so much more behind the scenes that isn't always visible for the fans. And we were shorthanded, and the group came through. But I'm excited to have 20-something players, 21, 22 players coming into this game.